And obviously, Wes, we are coming up to the season very closely. Obviously, we've got that Barcelona game left, which I think Ange's going to make a few changes just to see how combos work. But for you, what do you want to see next season? What is your expectations?
Troy Parrott sticking one in the top corner away at AFC last minute. I think no. To answer your question seriously, I think my expectations for this season are. I think it obviously depends on and if Kane stays, I'm firmly of the opinion that he does. And I think if he does, I think we have obviously a hell of a lot more of a chance of actually trying to do something. But then I think any manager that's come in has probably asked the same question as well. Is Harry Kane staying? And Levy's gone, yeah. So they're going, right, we've got half a chance. I would love us to finish top 6. I'm not saying top 4. Because I think that's probably unrealistic. But I think, if we aim potentially for one of those Europa League spots, I think that would be a pretty good season. To potentially go a little bit further in the cups. I know as fans we've long wanted a good cup run and to get us into the final sort of stages of cup competitions. I'm not saying a trophy's a be all and end all, but just give us a bit of hope, lads. Do you know what I mean? Give us something to look forward to. So yeah, I'd probably say top 6 and a bit of a cup run. I'd be happy with that. I'm of the opinion now that obviously we're going through a lot of transition. That this Ange project is going to take a bit of time, I think, to kick into gear. In the same way that Mauricio Pochettino's took a bit of a time to kick into gear. It feels like there's a similar sort of vibe there in the sense that we've got some players who have potentially come, not worked out, probably happy sitting on really good money. And I think it's going to take us a little while to clear it out. It's not going to happen in one transfer window. It could take us at least 3 or 4, maybe even 5 to clear it all out and be in the place that we really want to be in, unless we're really fortunate, and get them out a bit quicker than we thought. But yeah, I'd say top 6, bit of a cup run. And yeah, I think as fans, we'll be hopeful then going into the next season that we can then look at pushing into the top 4, and again starting to compete towards the top end of the league.
Yeah, I think this is going to be very much a foundation season for us for the Ange Empire. But Jay, what is your expectations, or what do you hope to see in this upcoming season?
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see the away fans muted because our football's so good. No, top 6, like Wes says, and a trophy, I'd be happy with. I want us to beat the teams we should beat and accept that maybe this year we won't beat the big teams. I think that's the important thing. I think we need to beat the teams we should beat, and then if we get some results at home against the big teams, I'd be happy. But yeah, that's what I'd take this season.
Yeah, I think maybe to set our sights high and hopefully get those Europa spots, especially if Kane says that stays. Okay, yes, our defence is very shaky, but who knows with Kane at the helm and with Maddison unlocking the key, you never know. We could be pushing into that top 6. But I think it's going to be a bit of a push, Connor. What's kind of your expectations?
My expectations is... yeah, I'd say top 6. But I've always said sort of 6th, 7th. I think it's more competitive than ever up there. And I know we say that every season, but it is. Everyone has gotten stronger. Without doubt, a cup run. Please, a cup run. Please don't let us go out to... No disrespect to Sheffield United, to Borough, to Forest. I could sit here for hours and list all these cup games that we've just not taken seriously, and it really grinds my gears now. I'm angry thinking about how all these missed opportunities. That would be a win. That would finally winning Liverpool away would be a massive win. Jay's right. We need to be realistic against the big teams. We're not probably going to beat the big. I mean, we might get that win against City always because it's just fun, isn't it? Like celebrating like they won the league yesterday, but this not about that. But yeah, no, yeah, 6th, 7th. Personally, a cup run and just time. Just don't expect that we're gonna sort of pull up any wild trees when everyone else is that good. Arsenal are up there for a reason. They've had a project for a little while. They've been working towards it. We just have to give it time. 72 points would be would be a bit of a miracle, I think, purely solely because of the results against the big teams. But I mean, I'll take 72 points today. No, yeah, just realism. Don't think that because we're not in the top 4 by January that it's not working with Ange. I just want to see some fight from the players. I want to hear a good atmosphere at home again, because it's been a bit topsy-turvy. Yesterday it sounded good, but it's been quite topsy-turvy for a while. Yeah, I want these good vibes to continue. I don't want everyone to all of a sudden turn on the manager because we maybe go and lose to someone like West Ham or so. Do you know what I mean? Like we just got to be real and give it time. And 6th, 7th and a cup run, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. And Kane obviously being here, that'll be the big one. But
that'll be the icing on the cake if that's the case. But yeah, I think for me as well, it's like you said, I think it's a good point you guys have made in the sense that we have to beat the teams that we should be beating, because that always lets us down. And I think, like we've said, I think this marks the foundation for next season. Like Aaron says, I just hope that Levy also has a bit of patience. If us fans can have a bit of patience, hopefully that means that Levy will as well, because I think it is, like you said, it's going to be a long road this season, but hopefully one that isn't as depressing as last season, because I can't be dealing with a therapy session every Monday.